Hey, it's Coco 010307, and here is my game review for the week. This episode really had me feeling some kind of way. And Derwin, this episode, her parents came into town, and surprisingly, they were just all loving with Derwin, especially the mom. It's kind of surprising compared to how the way that they act with him in the past. But times have changed, so I was kind of happy to see that they're now embracing him. I don't know if it's because of, well, not I don't know. It's probably because of how successful he's been, and maybe it has something to do. They see that he's a good husband towards Melanie, but they really fully embraced him. I was very disappointed with the way Melanie was acting because she was being very immature, honestly. I guess she didn't feel like they were showing her enough attention, so she kind of had a little kitty tantrum and, oh, since I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I guess I'll just leave or whatever she said. Right? It just would have been a time for her to really just enjoy the fact that her parents were getting along with her husband, but she had to get the attention on her, and then she took it a step forward. She took it a step further when she implied that she was pregnant. Well, she didn't necessarily imply that, but her mother took it as her saying she was expecting a child, and she went right along with it. And with Jason and his daughter, so I think she definitely took advantage of him and his uh I don't want to say dumbness on that matter of her having cramps so badly that she couldn't go to school. I didn't understand why she was too sick to go to school, but then he saw her out with her friends having lunch, and he just kind of blew it off and was like, okay, you go back home when you finish this. That's crazy. He should have really got at her about that and that she's having where she thinks she can do what she wants to do. She stole some marijuana out of Tasha's purse, and he defended her at first. Then, come to find out, he busted her. He caught it in her purse at home, and her excuse was, "I was gonna get my friend to flip it." I mean, come on, she's 13. Why is she even thinking like that? I don't know if she really was gonna get her friend to flip it or if she was gonna actually smoke it herself. She probably was gonna smoke it, but he ended up throwing out all those hoe clothes. I was gonna say whore, but hoe clothes, which really were inappropriate for a 13-year-old. I don't know why they brought her that stuff anyway. He threw them all out. He quit his job, and he's really gonna focus on getting her in line. So that's a good thing. Malik, they didn't show him and his girlfriend and all that. They didn't show that much. Honestly, yeah, I don't really think Malik had any kind of one-on-one Malik time on this episode. So, hey, and Kelly, she wasn't on this show either, of course. Before I get on Tasha, Magic Johnson was in this episode, and I don't really understand why they have these people making cameos in the show just randomly. Just really no point, no major point in being on there. I mean, they could do without. They can save the money that they're having to pay these people to come on the show and, maybe give it to Kelly so she can come back. I don't really know any details on as far as salary for these actors and actresses, but they could be using that money for something else. Props, sets, something. Anyway, on to Tasha. Tasha, what are they doing to her? When the show first came on, everybody was like, they've changed all the characters. Tasha is the only character that is still the same. Tasha is changing, and it is not for the better at all. Now, from day one, we've known Tasha Mack is pretty hood, ghetto. I don't like to call people ghetto. I've had people call me stuck up, and I don't like that. So I don't like to label people as ghetto. But this is a fictional show, so she's just becoming outrageous with her hoodness, I guess. Number one, when we first saw her, she was at Melanie's house. She had on a do-rag. She said she was having a bad day, and she had on a do-rag. That right there is, what's up with that? That's one thing that my granny and my mama have always told me. You don't come out the house with no headscarf on. You don't come out the house with no rolls or nothing like that in your hair. So she's out and about with this do-rag on. It was just, I didn't like that. You know, if you're having a bad hair day, they have actual head wraps, you know, that are made for wrapping the whole head. You could wear that. They have plenty of hats out there. Get you a nice hat. Don't put on no do rag, no scarf, or nothing that just looks a mess. I don't even like to see young men out with the do rag on. Okay, then we go to Tasha at home. Um, and she's getting her hair problem dealt with. She's getting her hair did at home. Nothing is wrong with that, okay? Let me be clear on that right now. Nothing is wrong with getting your hair did at home, whatever. But it was something about that scene. I cannot really put my hand on what it was that just made it come off like, you know, what is it? I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the fact that they were just so laid back with it. It wasn't like this was some professional that came and that's coming in and doing her a special one-on-one session. It was just like they were like laid out on the couch, weave hair everywhere, different colors. She had the blondes and all that, and the person that was doing her hair, they didn't really seem professional at all. It was just it was something about it. I did not like it. And then the way she got her hair done, it was like no other style that Tasha had ever worn before, And I'm not saying like, oh, it was a hot mess, but I felt like they put her in ghetto mode this episode and they topped it off with her hair with that color, whatever that color was in the front. It wasn't something that Tasha would normally get. Then after she finished getting her hair did, she hands the lady that did her hair this roll of money, like she had made a doggone drug transaction. It was like a big wad of money. Who does that? Oh, girl, thank you for doing my hair. Here go this wad of money. I did not like this hair doing scene at all. I don't really know. I cannot say exactly. I know I said a lot about it, but I didn't like that. So she's looking through her purse and she's saying that Brittany has taken something out of her purse. Now, we don't know what it is yet until Brittany comes out and says, she thinks I took her weed, which right there was the clue that she did take it because, Tasha never said, oh, you took my weed. But why do they have her smoking weed? It's bad enough she was smoking a Black and Mild or a cigarette or whatever that was in like the first episode. Now she's smoking weed, and she really had a temper tantrum about I need my weed, I need my weed. Like, I don't like that at all, and I just feel like they're just destroying Tasha's character. Um, she's always let us know, I'm Tasha Meg, this is where I'm from, this is how I am. She's always been pretty hood, but at the same time, she's always known how to turn it on and off. She's always been like a businesswoman and about business, not willing to do anything to jeopardize her business. Um, just all of that. And the things that they're doing to her now is really tearing that down. That was the game. That was the game. And I don't know, people. I thought it was getting better. It seemed like it was getting better, but it's some questionable stuff going on right now. Yeah. I think that's it. Please, please, please comment down below. Comment down below. Do a video response, whatever. I need to hear what you all think about what they're doing with Tasha Mack character. Bye.